The power of the Most High is second to none. You are getting ready to experience 3 to 7 minutes of power facts like you've never seen it before. You will experience the unadulterated pure power of the Most High and its working towards his people. The destruction of our enemies is nigh at hand. The deliverance of his chosen ones is near. Come with me and experience the power of our Elohim, for he alone is worthy of all praises. Power fact. Did you know that at one time that all the created beasts that the Most High created on the earth spoke with one tongue, one lip, one language? Now you got to think about that for a minute, because when you think about the original language that was lost, the same language that spoke the world into existence, that created everything, the power of this lost language that the Most High created everything with. And everyone spoke with one tongue. Everybody understood one another. So in other words, Dr. Doolittle was right. We could communicate with the animals. And can you imagine how pleasant it must have been before the fall of our forefathers, before the fall of Adam and Eve? How pleasant it could have been to enjoy and never have to die, to be able to eat off the tree of life forever and forever. But let's go check something out. Let's check this power fact out that's going to blow your mind. And this is coming from Jubilees, chapter 3, and we're going to read verses 29 through 30. And it says, "And on that day was closed the mouth of all beasts, and of cattle, and of birds, and of whatsoever walks, and of whatsoever move, so that they could no longer speak." Y'all hear that? So that they could no longer speak, for they had all spoken one with another with one lip and with one tongue. Now that is absolutely incredible. We cannot even fathom that in our carnal minds, because we're so far from creation. We're so diluted that we can't even begin to imagine something like that. Can you imagine that? For they had all spoken one with another with one lip and with one tongue. Now get this. "And he sent out of the Garden of Eden all flesh that was in the Garden of Eden. And all flesh was scattered according to its kind, and according to its types, unto the places which had been created for them." See, this was the downfall of man because of the sin of man. Everything was broken. In other words, the order, once man sinned, the order was broken. And the Most High had to put in a plan of salvation to save his people that would span over 6,000 years. Another harsh fact to consider is when you read the account in Genesis, where it talks about that the fear of us will be on the created beast. Why do you think the animals are afraid of us? You can't even go up to a bird without it flying away. You can't even go up to a deer without it running away. Any kind of animal, unless it's a fierce animal and it feels threatened, will run away because of the fear that was put on it because of our sins. You see, Zion, had Adam and Eve would have just been patient and listened to the Most High, he said, "Of every tree ye may eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you cannot eat, lest you die." Now the Most High would have eventually gave them the knowledge, but they were not ready for it yet. They had to be tested. They were only 10 years old, not in the flesh or in parents, but by creation, they were 10 years old. So they had to be tested because they had just been created. But the Most High would have gave them that eventually. He would have slowly gave them that. And there's many things that the Most High wants to give us, but we're not ready for it. We cannot receive his power because many of us will use his power for wickedness. But here's the good news. In the book of Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 9, it says, "For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of Yahuwah to serve him with one consent." So what do we have to do right now? The thing that we have to do right now is constantly search out the wisdom and knowledge and power of the Most High Yah. We have to do those things in order for the Most High to prepare us to receive power in these last days. And the only way we can do that is search through his holy scriptures. And that is your power fact for this hour.